In this video, I played around with the Origins mod again. If you don't know, the Origins mod is a super cool mod in which you can have abilities, but those abilities have downsides. If you missed last video, I played as the Phantom, and that video did stupidly well. So I decided to try it again, but as a blazeborn this time. As the blazeborn, you are immune to fire and lava, and you deal more damage when you're on fire, but you start the game in the nether, and you can't touch water. This was going to be stupidly difficult, and I don't even know if I will be able to finish it, but it's always worth a try, and views, am I right? I also got this mod, which is really cool. It adds like these classes, and there's like cook and warrior and archer, and they all do certain things. No downsides, by the way. It's like it's just what you're specialized in. Like in here, I chose the cook because I was going to need a lot of food, and all the food I came across was really scarce, so it was going to be really important. On the first day, I spawned in like this cave, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to dig out of here, and I was getting really kind of terrified. I looked back over, and look, you can see I'm blazeborn, so I'm not cheating. So then I wandered further through the cave, and to my absolute surprise, it not only exited out, like, with only breaking one block, but it also exited out into a crimson forest, which is exactly what I needed, because that's how I get wood. I didn't know if you could mine gold, like nether gold with wood pickaxe, so I was really terrified, and it turns out you can. And that was a lifesaver, because that's how I get most of my stuff to exit. As you can see here, I spawned right next to a nether fortress, which is a lifesaver for the long run, because then I don't have to go exploring, and I don't have to waste as much food. But food is a real issue, because there's not much you can do in terms of food. You can make mushroom stew, but you need red mushrooms, and there's 5 times as many brown mushrooms as there are red mushrooms. Or you could go kill some hoglins, which with a wooden sword is really difficult to do. And so I went and killed some blazes just for the future. So I decided to make my way over to this blue forest thing. It's probably like blue crimson or something, I forget the name. But what I did know about it is a ton of endermen spawned. I had very bad luck. Like, I got 1 pearl from like 5 endermen. So that sucked. I decided I would wrap up my blaze farming by just getting all the blaze rods I needed, because then I would never have to come back here. And these guys are so dangerous, so I don't know why I didn't do this last. I decided I would make a humble abode for like storing my stuff, and just in case I did die, that I wouldn't have to do all of that all over again. Because you know how long it took? It's probably like 2 hours in at this point, and I was so drained, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get out of here without dying. I got desperate and decided I would raid a bastion. And while you may think this is a terrible idea, this was one of my best ideas yet, because look at all that gold. I had like stacks of gold because of this. And don't yell at me here, I didn't know you couldn't break gold blocks with a stone pickaxe, because gold's soft, you know. Stone pickaxes should be able to do it. And I could break nether gold with my stone pickaxe. So, don't yell at me. After acquiring all the obsidian I needed to head home, I decided to go back to my humble abode and grab my blaze rods and everything. But this was probably not a good idea just yet, cause let me show you. And never trade. No!
Run!
I'm right here. Look, I exit here, and the fortress is right there. Oh, hold on. I meant to go up. So I was freaking out internally. I'm on a call with a friend. I can't show that I'm freaking out. You can't show weakness, but luckily enough, we put our 2 brain cells together and figured out a way back. It may have taken ages to find my stuff, but I'm so glad that I didn't lose it, because I probably would have quit this world, like, immediately. It took me a while to get back there, but despawn time is 10 minutes, and it took me 2.5, maybe 3 minutes to find it. There we go!
There you are!
I knew
Yeah!
it. Oh, thank God, everything important. Obsidian's gonna be gone. Oh!
Oh, you're so...
Oh, thank God, dude. I was about to cry. Big step! No! Oh.
Oh,
I got
really?
every dimension. You know what? You know what I'm feeling?
What?
Nether portal with corners.
No! No!
Oh, and some fancy little wings. This was a look into one of the mods I downloaded called Immersive Portals. A lot of people have heard about it. It basically lets you see through portals seamlessly, but it was so freaking laggy. So I did have an Ender Dragon fight recorded, but you want to know what happened is the game got too laggy to even play. So this was basically my downfall. Oh! Wait, am I just seeing things?
I think you are.
Oh, what's that down there? Is that not a stronghold? Look, you see that?
Oh!
This is where my insanely bad luck comes into play, because remember, what is my class? I'm a blazeborn. What are my downsides? I spawn in the nether, and I can't touch water. This is where I formulated an incredible 3-step plan. So, I was going to bridge out, and then I was gonna place gravel to get down, and then dig in. It's flawless, right? Now, that plan was flawless, but you know what wasn't flawless? The world generation. It took me 50 minutes to even come close to the end portal. This is where things began to get painful and fall apart. So, what happened was my generation was so bad, and I spent 50 minutes just looking for a stronghold. Me and my friend were both suspecting that it might have spawned like behind a waterfall or something, but after closer inspection, it definitely didn't, and it was much, much worse than that.
I don't think there's one.
Oh my god. So how do you act? Are you joking? It was behind a wall. I was beyond pissed. There was an alternate path that was also blocked off by a wall. It looked plausible, but that's because I was backtracking, and it was just so incredibly stupid that you can't find this without spectator mode. How was I supposed to know? So let's sum it up. Can you beat Minecraft as a blazeborn? Plausibly, yes. In practice, I could not do it. In theory, you can. If you get lucky. I worked so hard to get to this point. Ugh, just like the video or something, dude. See ya.